Good evening, one and all. Here's Mac all over again. It's Tuesday evening in the beautiful city of Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and it's March the 10th. Hanging on for dear life for spring to officially arrive. And since it's approaching 7 p.m., we're also going to be waiting for the arrival of the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on VA3ZOE repeater on a frequency of 443.075. Our net controller tonight, Bill, VE3IUK. My call sign is VA3IMW, Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. And we'll be streaming these nets Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, following along on the ZOE repeater. And then on Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, we utilize a simplex frequency of 446.125. In the Thursday night nets, I'm usually the net controller for that. Anyways, we'll just give Bill a couple of seconds to get ready, and we'll wait for the clock to roll over to 7 p.m., starting right on time. Please stand by. All right, my clock says 7 p.m., and here's Bill.
Good evening, all amateurs. This is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt, Bill in Dundas. And I'm your host this evening for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This net meets 5 times weekly, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on this repeater at 7 p.m. Thursdays at 7 p.m. on a simplex frequency of 446.125, hosted by Mac, VA3IMW. Mondays are hosted by Chuck, VA3CJZ. Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesdays hosted by yours truly, unless something comes up, and then we always seem to find somebody who can fill in the gap. When checking in, don't forget to, when you're checking out onto YouTube, don't forget to smash the like button. I'm sure Mac would appreciate it. And when checking in, mobile stations do receive priority. So with that, let's stand by and see if we have any priority traffic or quick one-and-done stations come now. V3LBI. V3LBI, V3IUK. Good evening, Larry. Good evening, Bill. Just a quick one for you. We're going to go to that Zoom meeting tonight at 7. Actually, there now, so want to listen in on that. And don't forget, today is 150 years since Alexander Graham Bell invented the phone. Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I got Stuart running the special events twice the station, and I got him on 20 meters today. Yep, QSL did the same thing. So, okay, Bill, that's it. I'll get out of here. Back and listen to this meeting. So, thanks for doing it, and everybody have a good night. 7-3. Yeah, 7-3. Take care, Larry. Thanks for checking in. So with that, let's stand by and see if there are any check-ins for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now.
Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango.
VA3 WPG, you can also throw me in as a quick one.
Okay, all right. Let's start with, come on, get an Edward for you. I'm getting a blank there. Good evening, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. It's been a beautiful day outside, and thoroughly enjoying the weather here, even though it's in the wrong month, which makes me worry about what it's going to be like when we get to the months this weather should be in. Oh, that guy with the Mustang certainly hit the gas hard. I don't know if you heard that or not. anyhow, yeah, so I've thoroughly enjoyed today. Walked over to Fortino's for some late lunch, and walk was great, and so was the soup at Fortino's, and well, I've not been doing much of anything other than doing some house cleaning and stuff like that. So that's about it for me for today, and I'm going to an amateur radio meeting in Burlington there. VA3IMW. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, and I did hear that car zoom by you. Boy, you must have felt the breeze. Anyway, thanks for checking in with Edward and enjoy the meeting, and it sounds like you had a good day. Chris, good evening. How are you?
Everybody, VA3WPG, just a quick in and out tonight. I missed the introduction or the first round there.
You missed what? I'm sorry.
The first round of mobiles or fast check-in.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, yep. Well, I appreciate you checking in. Thanks a lot. Have a good evening.
You do 23rd.
Okay, anyone else for Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now.
Victor Alpha 3 India, Mike Whiskey. I can probably occupy some airtime.
Yeah, I hope so. Let's hope it gets a little busier on YouTube. Anyways, Mac, good evening. How are you?
I am doing very well indeed. Was pleasantly surprised coming out of work. I saw the temperature gauge on the dashboard read 16 degrees. It almost felt like shorts and t-shirt weather. They are predicting some rain overnight and cooling temperatures towards the weekend. So I would not put your winter wear away just quite yet. It's kind of like leaving the shovel on the front porch a couple extra weeks. It's good insurance because you probably won't need it, but nonetheless, it is Canada, right? We have had snow in May before, at least in Ontario. So everybody seems to be getting this flash of spring weather. A lot of drivers are starting to act like they're young and free all over again. Obviously, Edward's experience with the Mustang. There was a number of folks on the highway today that brought back some not pleasant memories, right? There was some kid driving mommy's minivan like it was an Indy car. I hope he made it home okay, and if his mother ever finds out how he's driving that thing, she's going to wail the tar out of him, no doubt, I hope. A few other vehicles where they've decided they want to play racing techniques on open highways. That's not always very smart. Anyways, I digress. Let me drop for a sec. Yeah, this Zoom meeting that Larry is talking about, I also am interested in it. So once we finish up here, I'll click a couple of buttons and usher myself in. I can't even remember what it's all about, but it's supposedly some new technology. So I'm going to make sure that I'm going to capture some of it at least, even though some of the newer stuff doesn't really take hold of me. The good old-fashioned person-to-person contact seems to be what I'm all about. Speaking of person-to-person contact, in the short time between getting home from work and the net beginning, 5 contacts from new parks on CW, and then a couple of extra voice contacts, one of them of which was also a new park. So 6 new parks for the log, and the numbers keep creeping up. And I know you're doing a lot better than I am as far as progress and the rate of collecting those parks. So keep up the good work, my friend. And really appreciate you doing this one. Thanks again.
Yeah, Roger. Well, it's going to get harder for me as I go along. I got 14 today, so I'm not complaining. Did that amongst having other stuff to do, so I was in and out on the radio all day long. Highlights of the day, though: California, Wyoming, Saskatchewan, new parks in Bermuda and Barbados. So not bad. And of course, Stewart. And as I say, CG9 Tango. And it was a 4-4. So that was kind of cool, Max. So all in all, not a bad radio day. And I think I did get an email about this, and it must have not really talked to me that well because I sort of forgot all about it. But I'll go back and check my email. Maybe I'll join in later on. But and also a due award today, folks, for working the trail 380 times. So it's Bear Cave Hunter Tier 5. So all in all, Mac, not a bad radio day.
Good job there, Bill. Keep up the good work. As long as it remains to be fun, have lots of fun at doing it, right? When it no longer becomes fun, find a way to make it fun or make it fun for somebody else. Anyways, once again, appreciate you running the net tonight. Certainly appreciate it. And yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I certainly appreciate the people that are following along. And it was nice to see over the weekend that we had some participation from visitors from other countries. That's always nice. Anyways, bid you 7 threes, and we'll catch you on the air maybe later on tonight, but definitely tomorrow.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, no, it's fun, and I'm getting to know people's names now when I talk to them. I worked with Jeff, I think a half a dozen times today, Norway X39 Tango, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, Mac, take care and enjoy, and I'll probably be hanging around down the repeater for a while this evening. So thanks a lot for checking it. Anyone else for Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now. VA3NFG. VA3NFG, VA3IUK. Good evening, Steve. How are you?
I'm all right, Phil. Good evening, everybody on net here. Just doing a little bit of laundry at the moment, and got busy with the pre-stain spray bottle there, and I meant to time it so I'd come down here about 7:05. I don't know what time it is now, but I'm glad we got you before you close the net. Back to you, Phil.
Yeah, well, you did the 5th check-in, so I don't know how many we'll get tonight, but you never know. But anyways, yeah, it was good to hear you on the radio early today, even though conditions were kind of crappy today, Steve. Overall, not a bad radio day.
Oh, yeah, no, that was the only one I did, and I got off and got out of here, but how many did you end up getting today?
I ended up getting 14 new parts.
Oh, there you go. That's a bonus. Hey, bit by bit, man, you get to that 2,500 for sure.
Yep, if conditions remain as well as they are, or I'm going to be optimistic, get a bit better. There's no reason why I shouldn't have that 2,500 before the end of this month.
Yeah, roger that. Yep. My next day off is until Friday, so. But then again, I could be home early tomorrow and Thursday. I think I'm a day open shift tomorrow, so you never know. Maybe after work I'll get some time tomorrow night. Anyway, that's about all I got there, Bill. Thanks for doing the net there, buddy. I'm going to get back at making sure I didn't miss any white spots on my Columbia jacket there, and we'll be listening along. VA3IUK, VA3NFG.
Yep, there you go, doing the domestic thing. Good for you, Steve. Well, take care. Let's hope that you clean up. Anyway, take care. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now.
Recheck.
Go ahead, recheck.
Hey, it's Edward. Well, you started talking about the parks and just reminded me that I'd actually did some radios this past week. So I was going to share that I got all excited about picking up the J51A, the expedition in Africa there, in that country called, I think it's called Guinea-Bissau, right on the west coast of Africa. Last night I got a station in the 78, and I guess to wrap it all up, I got a guy in Greenland to trade messages with me on the 8. So I thought that was loads of fun. Plus there was a gentleman from the Netherlands that kept popping up on the OVP repeater all the time, and I guess probably had 3 or 4 QSOs with them directly on 10 meters as well as through the repeater network. So that's what I had fun with this week. Oh, yes, and I can't forget that I put up a temporary NVIS antenna in my backyard, and lo and behold, I was able to talk to Rick at VA3PK of Nest last night. First time being able to talk to anybody in Hamilton on 40 meters and actually be able to hear the person clearly. That was good. So those are my thrills beyond enjoying the weather today. Back to you there, Bill.
Yeah, you're on the fringe, obviously, but believe it or not, I copied all of it. Quite a bit of picket fencing there, bacon frying, but we got it all. Now it sounds like you had a very productive radio weekend. Good on the antenna work, and it sounds like you're having a blast with that new mode. So enjoy it, and safe driving out there.
All right, thanks. Yeah, there's no underpass here in Burlington. Okay, catch you guys later, V3, BYC.
Take care, Edward. Thanks for checking in. Anyone else for Lake Ontario Radio Club? Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Well, I figured you'd be here sooner or later. VA3CJ's at VA3IUK. Good evening, Chuck. How you doing?
Hey, Bill. A little bit frustrated over here. Been having trouble with my logging software. The DX cluster map will not populate. And, so I've got some computer work to do and figure out what's going on to get it back. So, anyways, it's all day today and yesterday. It's just, I'm getting a little closer, I think, though, today. Or now it's nighttime. By the way, when you and Steve got that station there, I got him right after, the park?
Yeah, I heard you. I actually heard you over here. You had a good loud signal. So the ground wave between us is working.
Yeah, I didn't hear you, though, but I heard Steve. So I was listening for you, but I couldn't hear you. But, and I, too, got that country that Edward was talking about, Guinea-Bissau in Africa. Actually, I got several countries in Africa on the weekend. I got Chad, and I got Malawi, and, I got Indonesia. That was fantastic. And Australia. And another country that belongs to Australia, or entity, I should say. And, I had a great contest weekend there. I wish I would have worked some more on Saturday, but it is what it is. I got 133 contacts. And, I've got to upload my upload my log there to see if how I scored. Anyways, Bill, that's about it for me. I only made the one contact today. Like I said, I've been trying to work on this AC log problem there. So, and of course, I reinstalled Windows over the weekend. So it worked for the 2 days, and then it stopped yesterday. So I don't know. Back to you.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that software, but if that map stopped populating, I don't know if that has to do with the populating of that map. Does that come from the internet or locally from your computer? I'm not sure because I'm not familiar with that software. But what I would recommend you do is when you get everything working properly, I don't know if you've got enough storage to make a disk image or to clone your system drive, but highly recommend you do that.
Yeah, you know, I really should. I should have done that before, and of course I didn't. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I may have to reinstall Windows again. I don't know. We'll see what my little brain tells me to do, but first I'll try and fix it, and if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna start from scratch again. Because I tried deleting the program, but it's still in the memory somewhere. There's some files that are still there, because when I reinstall it, it comes back up not as brand new. It comes back up as the old software. So, anyways, we'll get her. But thanks for that, Bill.
Yeah, well, quickly, two things. What I would recommend you do is when you do a clean install, make an image. That's the first thing you want to do, so you don't have to keep going through that, because you can always recover from that image if things go south. As far as image software, there's a good free program called Disk Genius that works really well. And the second thing, as far as your install and uninstall, Windows has a bad habit of leaving DLL files, the registry entries, and other files that are no longer needed behind on your hard drive. So you need to get something that's a third-party uninstaller, and there's a good free one called Revo, Romeo Echo Victor Oscar Revo uninstaller. And I would recommend that when you do uninstall software that you use that. Back to you for any comments, Chuck, before I move on.
Yeah, you know what I noticed too, Bill? When I did the install, it put a folder named Windows Old. I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it.
Windows Old, that would be your previous installation.
Yeah, I know what it is, but I'm wondering if any of those files left over from that are conflicting with the new one. I don't know.
No, they wouldn't be, because that Windows Old, it's separated from your the rest of your new install. So no. The Windows Old is so that you can revert back to that if you have problems, which you already know anyway.
Yeah. All right, Bill. Well, thanks for your help. We'll see what I come up with.
Okay, take care, Chuck. Thanks so much for checking in. And I see that Mark has checked in via YouTube, so maybe Mark will check in, give us an audio check-in as well. So with that, let's stand by and see if there's anyone else that would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now. V3DJZ, V3IUK, good evening, Huey. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great today, there, Bill. Went out on your bike. It's a nice bike ride today, so enjoy the weather. And hope many more days I can take some.
Well, Roger to that. I think I hit 22 here today. I took a dog out for a walk this afternoon. All I had on was a t-shirt.
Right on. Well, I'm right there.
I didn't get too much of that. You're on the fringe coming into the repeater, but thanks for checking in, Huey. Didn't get any of that all, so you've lost your spot there. I also see now that Albert has given us a check-in from Barrie. Good evening, Albert. Glad to see you riding along. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club net? Come now.
VA3, DCS.
VA3, DCS, V3IUK. Good evening, Dave. How are you?
Oh, doing well, Bill. Yep. Enjoying the weather. Well, I guess it's over probably tonight, so I enjoyed the last couple days.
Yeah, we could get one more bout of cool weather before we get into consistency, but I can live with that.
Yeah, well,
supposed to get a little bit of, a sizable amount of rain, I guess, the next couple of days, and then a sizable amount of snow on, I think my son said Saturday.
Yeah, I believe in the long range. Now I haven't checked it because they updated, so I'll have to go in and check the long range forecast. But I did see that.
Yeah, well, who knows? Because ever since this morning, they've been saying on the weather app that expect rain to start within the next 3 hours. It was saying that all day long, and nothing appeared.
You know, you wonder who's looking after that app. Maybe it's AI gone amok.
Oh, it could be. Yep, that's a definite. It definitely could be that.
You'd appreciate this. I watched a video a couple days on YouTube, and here was this title of the video. It just threw me. It was AI, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, sounds like a Western.
Yeah, no, it's by one of the guys I subscribe to, you know, and he was talking about the past of AI and the agentic AI and the orchestrated AI, and I'm just going, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, AI, ho, or whatever. Let's go.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah. So I'm checking the long-range forecast, and we could get snow on Friday and Saturday, according to this. But they're calling for a high of 4 on Friday and a high of 2 on Saturday.
Okay, well, I don't mind as long as it doesn't go back down to like the minus double digits.
No, not even at night. But they've according to the Weather Network one I have here, which I find to be the most accurate one anyway, 100% chance of precipitation on Friday and Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, nothing like adding more moisture into the ground that's already soaked and feels like a sponge when you're walking on it.
Well, then if that's the case, you might have to find some gopher wood and pitch and build an ark.
Yes, very true. Now, how available is gopher wood in the quantity to build an ark?
I don't even know where to get gopher wood.
No, neither do I. There's got to be some place that would have some. Build a miniature ark, like tiny.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get on there. I'll get on ChatGPT after the AI on my phone. I forget the name of it, the Android AI, and we'll see if it comes up with anything about gopher wood. That'll be interesting anyway.
Yes, it would be. Yeah, I noticed, yesterday and today I'd go out to getting outside for lunch, and I'd get into the truck and I'd think, oh, wait, I don't have my HF radio here to even listen for any, or try to make any contacts, any POTA contacts. So I have to start thinking about getting that rig back in the truck.
Yeah, and you have what do they call it? You have a screwdriver antenna for your truck, do you?
Yes, I do. That's been in the back of the truck all winter, just so it was out of the elements.
Oh, very good. Well, you'll be able to use that soon, and soon I'll be getting out to Photo Park, so getting that itch.
Yes, and I'll have to, well, I guess I should grab the battery that I keep in the truck and just make sure, see what level it's at, maybe put it on a trickle charge.
Yeah, well, both my batteries, my 8 amp and 24 amp, they've been not used since January, so I probably will do the same. Anyway, Dave, I better move on and see if there's anyone else who would like to check in. Anything else before I move on?
No, nothing else. I'll listen along as long as I'm awake. Thanks for doing it, Bill. VA3DCS will be monitoring.
Okay, Dave, thanks for checking in. Have a good evening. Anyone else for the Lake Ontario Radio Club? Now, come now.
Check me in, Bill. VA3IMW.
Consider yourself checked in, and let's hope the dirty bell's on time.
Well, that better be. I was just talking to my granddaughter. My youngest one, her old video on Messenger. She's going on 3 or is 3. I'm not even sure anymore. Keep telling my wife, give me a list of birthdays, but she never does. I don't know. She's learned, she'll look at me and go, I love you. My heart just melts. I love it. It's always fun.
Oh, that's good. Well, they're a joy. They're a gift from God, and they're a joy, so enjoy them out.
Oh, yeah. I want to get tucked in. I'm going to go in there and see what is going on for dinner, but the VA3IMW, VA3IMW. Everybody have a great evening.
Yeah, you take care, Al, and thanks for taking the time to check in. And I see that Gary is checked in. Good evening, Gary. Glad to see you along. And I also see that Matt, VA3SMN, is checked in as well. So, hope things are going good for you, Gary. And I guess you got nice weather down there. You'll be able to go do some quota if you're so inclined. Anyway, let's stand by and see if there's anyone else who would like to check in the Lake Ontario Radio Club. Come now.
Victor Echo 3, every kind of junk.
V3EKJ, V3IUK. Good evening, Bill. How are you?
Old, but bearing up reasonably well.
Well, like I always like to say, tolerably well able to sit up and take nourishment.
Yeah, but my own cooking is never the greatest.
Oh, well, you haven't killed yourself or poisoned yourself, so it can't be that bad.
Well, yeah, but I was thinking what I should be doing. Instead of letting the dog have the scraps, I should let the dog test it first.
Okay. Well, there you go. And if the dog doesn't like it, then you're not going to like it.
Yeah, and if the dog dies...
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm sure it's not that bad. I'm a passable cook, but I've been doing it for many, many moons, so I actually enjoy it. So that's my experience with it.
Actually, there's a few things I'm not too bad at making, and of course, when you open a can, you can't take any credit or any blame.
For sure, and we sure open a lot of cans in this country anyway, I'd say. Families got together for meals and a good home-cooked meal. That's all changed due to our convenience, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah. Are you on a handheld, Bill, or are you using the outside antenna?
I'm using the outside antenna.
Oh, strange. In the middle of that last transmission, you had about 10 minutes where you either faded down into the noise or the noise came right up, but you were gone. And then, you were just fine when you rolled with it.
10 seconds.
It's not acting normal either, but the mic could have strayed away from my mouth as well, so. But I do notice some noise on the repeater as well.
Did you say something, Mac?
Yeah, you said 10 minutes. That was funny. Yeah, just a few seconds. Yes, and it sounds like the repeater's actually acting better now that it's got some exercise today. But I'm wondering if the new install has some availability where moisture can get in and cause some problems. Nice to keep this thing warm and keep it exercised. But yeah, there. Initially, when you opened up the net, and then with Larry's first check-in, you could hear the hiss and crackle, but it seems to be diminishing. But who knows? Between the wind and the wetness. Anyways, not to worry. We always have that magic button on the radio, so we can catch everything on direct.
Yeah, roger to that, and I'm going to see if I can't get a few more feet of height when we get into some weather.
Yep, roger that. A few more feet of height and hiss, crackle, crackle, crackle. Roger. Okay. Just double check your power settings. So make sure you're on full power. Anyways, good to hear Bill and Bill. Back to you guys.
I am on full power.
Well, you were gone for a while there, Bill. I don't know, but yeah, sometimes even just a few feet can really do the job. What you might consider is what I'm fond of using. The cheapest and strongest mast I've found is the pipe that they use on wire fences. You can go down to Rona or Home Depot or any of these places. They sell it in 10-foot lengths. It's swaged, so two pieces will fit together very well. It's about 1.25 inches most of the length, and the swaged end, where they fit together, is 1 inch. And like I say, it's very, very strong. It's pretty well self-supporting, and I saw the stick antenna you're using, similar to what most of us use. And you wouldn't need guys or anything. This is more than strong enough. Just stuff it in where you are, but you'll have 20 feet of mast, and I guarantee you that'll make a good difference. Although, by the time we all get around to it, when the weather gets warm, maybe, who knows, things might have, reset up at Mohawk.
Yeah, well, historically, since I put up this antenna, I have a good signal into the repeater, so maybe it's a combination of things. But no, that's exactly the route I'm going to take, Bill.
Those pipes can be clamped to your fence post there.
Yep, and there's my antenna expert.
Yeah, and that pipe I'm talking, it's like, I think I paid, it was a couple of dollars less than $10 a length, because it's sold in vast quantities, as the coneheads used to say. Whereas if you buy regular antenna mast down at Newtek or someplace like that, I think just a piece of masting is about $30.
Yeah, well, just listening to your transmission there, so when you first checked in, you were full quieting. Now, on that transmission, there was noise on your signal.
Yeah, but I am east, and I've got, I'm up 25 feet, a few dBs gain in the antenna, and about 25 watts. But, as we all know, Terry's got that gigantic skyscraper right beside him on the eastward side, and we folks on the east don't do as well as we once did. For years, I was spoiled. Like I say, I just sit there, watching TV with a handheld, bottom floor, here in the north end, and I was always full quieting. But, it is what it is, and we just got to work around it.
Yeah. Well, as I say, when you first checked in, you were full quieting, and it's changed, so maybe it's the wind, who knows. But anyway, be that as it may, it was still 100% copyable, Bill. Anything else before I move on?
Nope. I can complain all night. Who wants to hear an old guy complain? Back to you, back to net control.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot for that, Bill. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now. All right, then I'll make this last call for any further check-ins or any rechecks before I shut the net down. Come now.
It's Tuesday.
3 CJZ recheck.
Oh, yes, there you go. Great minds out there are thinking alike. Go ahead, Chuck, and give a plug for your net tomorrow night.
Thank you, Bill. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet, Zulu. I forgot to mention that tomorrow is Wednesday, and Wednesday is a rag day. The
the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, longest running simplex net in the Hamilton Dundas area. I will be your net controller tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on 146.430 simplex. And you can also tune in on YouTube. Just type in my call VA3CJ button and you'll be able to follow along, and you'll be able to hear the stations that I hear if you're having trouble hearing everyone. Thanks again for the time, Bill, and for doing the net. Always a pleasure. VA3CJZ.
Sports, that great way to break up the week, and you always keep it informative and entertaining, Chuck. And just for everybody's edification, I was actually copying Chuck better on direct than I was through the repeater, so something is going on.
It's all that rain we're supposed to get.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. There's crackling on your signal through the repeater, but on direct, you've got a good, strong signal. Thanks a lot, Chuck, and thanks for doing the longest running simplex net in this area.
All right, Bill. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else before I close the net? VA3IUK standing by.
VA3WPG, just a quick comment here. The repeater also sounds really bad to me for the past couple weeks too, so just throwing that in there for direction information. Since we are down the street from each other, it also sounds really noisy to me as well. So, VA3WPG.
Got a good signal on you as well. So, yeah, very good. Anyway, thanks a lot, Chris.
No problem. I think someone doubled it with you at the very beginning.
Okay, was there somebody that doubled with me?
I got a question. Don't know if anybody knows the answer, but I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
How old is Terry's machine? Because my first thought with these type of symptoms is power supply, filter caps getting old. And I've noticed that this static coming in, it's usually, you start off great, and then, all of a sudden you start fading down into with all the noise, and then it comes back, and then somebody else comes in, and it's not right at the start of things, it's a little bit later, and I'm just wondering how old would these filter caps be in this machine?
I'm not sure. Anybody have any information there?
Well, 40 years ago, I was in better shape, too.
I'm not exactly sure, VA3CJZ. I'm not exactly sure, but I overheard conversations several months ago, I think last year, about that. And it's been in there for a while. It's in the radio room in the building there above Mohawk. The repeater itself, I don't think it sits outside. It sits indoors.
Well, no, Chuck, he took it out of there, was my understanding, when they chopped down the tower on the roof. And I think he has it at his house. And the big problem for us Eastenders is his house has got, like I say, this great big honkin' high-rise building or something immediately east of it. And that's why it's so poor, on the east side. Like, when I'm at, I'm basically Wentworth and Burlington Street, and with my handheld, I can't hit it for love of money. If I stand on top of a bench there at the bus stop, I can sort of hit it, not too reliably. And riding the bus or whatever, where it used to be full quieting, even when I get up on James Street, James and Cannon, it's dicey. So, you know, it's location, and I suspect something's also going on with the hardware.
Negative. The radio is still in the radio room at Mohawk College. The antenna, the 200-foot tower, got axed down because the engineers said that it was no longer viable. So they brought down his 4-bay antenna and cut it up and threw it out as well. In order to get the repeater back on the air, Terry put up a X50 antenna on the roof of the complex there. So the antenna itself is, say, 200 feet lower than it used to be. And therein lies the difference between the overperforming repeater that we've come to enjoy and the one that can hear basically with line of sight. So, he did not take the repeater home. It's still at the West 5th location.
Yeah, and I have a comment there as well. Last time I had a talk with Terry, I think was last October, he had intentions of trying to repair that antenna, and he talked about maybe trying to get it a little bit higher. So, but obviously that's a warm weather venture, so we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, if you guys want to talk about this after, cool. But I'm going to close down the net, and if you guys want to continue the conversation later, go ahead. So I'm going to just stand by for any last minute check-ins. If not, we'll close the net down. VA3IUK standing by.
VA3MHV, throw me in the log, please, Bill.
We've got you in the log, Mark. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Bill, and everyone on the net. I'm well, thanks. Nice day today. I think we're in for a bit of a downturn, but I'm sure we all enjoyed what little snippets of today we could, so it's pretty sweet. Not gonna last, but it'll be back, so that's fine. Just been listening along and enjoying and cleaning up my dinner here, Bill, so thanks for doing it. That's about all I got. V3IUK, VA3MHV, back to net.
Yeah, well, you bet. Walking around with just a t-shirt on. Pants, of course. But anyways, yeah, it was very enjoyable today. Thanks for checking in, Mark.
Thanks for doing it, Bill. VA3MHV, 73.
All right, well, that appears to be it. So I'd like to thank all you folks that checked in on YouTube. I'm sure Mac appreciates it as well. And again, don't forget to smash that like button if you haven't already. Thanks to all you folks that checked in. Very much appreciated. Always good, always informative. And I'd like to thank Terry, V3IQL, for the use of the repeater. We do appreciate all of your efforts and endeavors towards keeping this repeater up and running. So with that, this is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt, Bill in Dundas, turning this repeater and related frequencies back to normal amateur use. 7-3 on, good evening. Oh, and for some of you, it's garbage days. Don't forget, VA3IUK, I'll be monitoring for a while.
And that'll bring the live stream to a close. Thanks to everybody who's checked in here. We'll be back Thursday night with the Simplex edition on 446.125 starting at 7 p.m. 7-3. That's how we say goodbye.